Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. And in this video we are going to design a simple landing page of an travel agency, and we are going to use Figma for that. And in a later video we are going to convert this design into an HTML template. For more videos like this, please subscribe the channel and click the bell icon. So without any further ado, let's get started with the project. At first I have opened a new file in Figma. It is completely blank, nothing is here. At first we need to put a frame. For that we can either press the F or click the frame here. Now we can choose different frame options from here. I am going to choose the desktop. It is 1440 by 1024 and it will give a frame for us. Now inside this frame I am going to at first add a background image, or we can just add a rectangle and add the background image with it. So I'm going to do that. Just press R, it is the shortcut key for rectangle, and this is our rectangle. Okay, it is good. Now we are going to fill it with an image. So let's get the image. It's in here and bg.jpg. Now it is too bright. We are going to apply some gradient color to make it darker, but we are going to do that later. At first let's create a text on it. So for that I am going to press T. It is the shortcut key to select the text, and the text is Himalayas. The text is too small. I am going to use the Source Sans Pro. So let's try bigger size, like 280. It is so big, so we are going to use 260 maybe, or maybe 40, and it will be black, completely bold. Again it's too much, so I am going to use 210, and if it doesn't work we are going to make it smaller again. So this box is taking too much height. We can use this auto width, so it will be wrapped outside the text, and to make it center we can press this on. It will make us centered. Okay, but for this text we are actually going to use this image as a background. So for that I am going to copy this rectangle here and I am going to make it invisible. So now we have this Himalayas and this rectangle. I am going to drag and drop. Now we can select these two and use as mask. Now we have got the image as a background of this text. If you want to move the image, we can just select the rectangle which has the image and move like this. It is very easy. So this is it. Now we can make it visible again and drag and drop the mask group above of the rectangle so we can see it. But it is not very much visible because it has a bright background image. So we are actually going to use another rectangle. So I am going to press Alt and drag and drop this, so it will create a copy. This is the rectangle 2 and the fill is image, so we are going to change it. Let's use a linear gradient, and for the bottom, this bottom end will be the darker and the top end will be somewhat lighter. So we have selected the bottom end and we are going to give it full black color. And for this one we can also select the black one, but let's reduce the opacity a little bit. And also for this one I think this looks much better now. Now let's move this image around a little bit so we can get the perfect place or position for the image. I think it's fine. In order to see how this looks, we can click this present option here it will display the image in a full wide size. Here we can select the size we want to see, and this is how it looks like. I think it's fine, but if you want, we can increase the opacity of the black color. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this. Now we are going to create a logo here and some menu icons. So let's first create the logo. It will be a simple logo, nothing too complex. So as it offers travel to the hills, we can create a logo which represents hill. For that I am going to select a polygon. I think it looks fine. I am going to make the fill invisible or remove the fill and add an stroke. Let's try 7 pixels. It's fine, but we don't want this color. We are going to go for a kind of orange color. Actually I am going to type it myself. It will be E25407, this one. We can actually select the color for further use. I am going to name it primary. So we don't want to show this full polygon. We can actually use a rectangle here to mask out the lower part. Now in order to mask it out, we are going to select both of them and click here, and we are going to subtract the selection, and it looks like this. Now I am going to create some copy of it. Okay, now it looks fine. We are going to select all of them and press Ctrl G to make it a group. We are going to move it inside the desktop, and here we go. But we don't want this much of a logo. We can make it smaller. We can press the shift and then squeeze it like this. Okay, it looks fine. Okay, let's keep it this way. Now let's add the navigation bar here. So let's add the text. So I'm going to add first menu as packages. The text is so much big, we don't want that. We can make it bold and reduce the text size to 17, which is not available here, so we are going to type it out. And we don't want it black, it is not properly visible, so we are going to make it completely white. After that we are going to make it center. Okay, now we can just press Alt and make some copy. Okay, now we can rename this by saying the third one will be about. Let's set the contract at the last, and after creating all of that we can press shift and select all of this and make this inside a group. Now we can position them properly. So for the group I am going to make it larger like this, and actually they are properly positioned inside it. If they are not, we can select all of them and click it here. We can distribute the horizontal spacing, but it is actually properly positioned. We don't need to do that. Okay, now we are going to add a button here that says explore. So let's do that. Let's create a rectangle first. R is the shortcut key. This is our rectangle. We are going to use this orange color, which is the primary. We have saved it. Actually we don't want the fill, we are going to make it transparent, but for the stroke we are going to use this color. So let's try 3 pixels. Okay, it looks fine. Let's make it center, and inside it we are going to add our text. So it is explore, and it is so much big. Let's make it 18 pixels, also black, and center. Now let's make the color white, otherwise it looks ugly and barely visible. But in order to increase the spacing among the letters, we can use the letter spacing like this. Okay, now it looks fine, but to position them we can add it inside a group, and inside this group we can select the text and align horizontal center and also vertical center. Now they are properly centered inside the rectangle. Okay, the button is done. Now we can add some description text in here at the left side and some social icons at the right side. So let's do that. I have got some text which is the description of this Himalayas. Let's add it here. I have got the text, so I'm just going to copy and paste this here. So this is our text. It is barely visible because the color of black. Let's make it kind of grayish, maybe it will look fine. Let's leave it this way. Now they are center positioned. We don't want that. We are going to make it left aligned, and the letter spacing is too much. We are going to make it 0%, which is the normal value. Now for the size we are going to use 17 pixels, also semi bold, because this is a description text. We don't want it to be bold. So it is looking congested, so we can increase it a little bit, and also maybe the letter spacing. Okay, I think it looks fine. We can see the demonstration here. So let's reduce the line height a little bit. Okay, this looks fine. Let's make it half the height. Actually we are going to position them later, but let's do it now. Let's select the desktop, which is the frame. We can add some layout grid by pressing this plus icon, and we on only columns, 12 columns. Gutter will be 30 pixels. Okay, it will work. Now the Himalayas is properly centered. We don't need to position them, but for the logo we can make it left aligned, and also for this one they are properly positioned. We don't need to do anything about that, although we can add both of them, this group and the navigation bar, which is this one, inside a group. Now inside the group we are going to make this on aligned at the same line with this menu, so it will be vertical align center. Now let's hover on that, and they are properly centered. For the text it will be left aligned, but for decoration purpose we are going to add a line here, which is the right border of this text. So let's do that. We are going to use a rectangle, although we can use a line. There is a tool for that, but I think the rectangle is more easy. Okay, we are going to use this color. To increase the height of it, we can press the Ctrl and arrow down. Okay, it looks fine, but let's reduce the line height again. Okay, it is okay now. Okay, the height is 7 pixel. It is too much. We can reduce it to 5. Let's see, and it looks fine. Now we are going to add some social icons in here. For that I am going to use a plugin. The plugin name is Iconify. We can get the font awesome icons from here. So for that we are going to select the font awesome, which is, I think it's already selected. So let's get the Instagram first. We are going to get this image. It looks fine. The color is white. Okay, let's click the import icon, and it will be imported somewhere in here. Okay, here is the icon. We cannot see it because it is too small, but let's import all of the icons we need. Then we are going to position them. The next icon we are going to use is the Pinterest, which is this P, but we are going to use this one. Import, then Facebook, also this circled on. The last one we need is the Twitter. Okay, all the icons are imported. Here are they. Let's select all of them and drag and drop it to here. This is the Twitter. Let's get the Facebook. Here is the Pinterest. Okay, here is all of our icon, but actually the size is different, so we are going to work on this later. For now, let's put all of this inside a group, and inside this group we can actually put a weight and height for all of this. So let's try 17 and 17. Okay, they are so small, so we can constrain the properties and increase the height. Okay, I think it will look fine. We cannot increase it like that, so let's position it. Distribute vertical spacing, it is not working. Also the horizontal spacing, and it does work. For that, for all of this, we are going to push it down to the align bottom. Align bottom also for this one, which is already align bottom. Okay, now drag and drop this in here. Okay, it looks fine, but for further alignment, we are going to make the grid visible, and we are going to put these two in a group, and with this group we are going to add these two and create a group. Now inside this group we can select the social icons to make it vertical align center, which is already centered. Okay, I think all of the stylings is done. It is looking fine. And in the next video, we are going to convert this design into an HTML template. We are going to make it responsive, so we are going to put an hamburger icon for the mobile menu. So if you are interested in this, I am going to add the video link in the description, so don't forget to check that out. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.